Elo melo. To ja, nie bisio. Jedziemy. Kolejną grę. Pum! W życiu tej gry u nikogo nie widziałem. Ale... Tak, epilepsja. Ja nie mam epilepsji, więc... Square Enix. Znowu. Tym razem gramy w Quantum Conundrum. Quantum Conundrum. Miła nazwa. Jedziemy. Miłe menu. Ładowanie wymiaru.
Once upon a time. That's how these things usually start, yes? A sister took pity on her brilliant, prolific, and incredible brother. She had somehow gotten it in her head that he might be lonely, or at least that's what she claims. And so, on a perfectly fine, productive Friday afternoon, the sister picked up her son from the Elwood Academy for Boys and dropped the aggravating child off on the brother's doorstep. Now the boy, had visited Quadrangle Manor on a few occasions. Each time was complete with a grand entrance from the brother, who was in fact a professor and inventor with a profound and soaring intellect. With each visit, the inventions he exhibited became more slick and cutting edge. The boy eagerly awaited the revealing of the professor's latest contrivance, but this, the most captivating of visits, started a bit differently.
Aha.
Well, let's see here. If I configure the
ale...
trans-dimensional velocity regulator at approximately 0.887 microseconds past...
Okej, mamy Diamond
Oh,
Authority.
you're here?
Czekaj, facet, mamy za dużą czułość. W ogóle to czułość jest inna. Video settings. Nie. Control. Nie lubię motion blura, więc...
Incredible invention to show you this visit. Unfortunately, I'm a bit indisposed at the moment.
Zmniejszyłem sobie na myszce. Okej, mamy więc Diamond Authority na start. Fajnie. Tylko na odwrót. Ale niech tam. Tu jest White Diamond. Nie, dobra, wiem, że to nie jest tylko Diamond Authority, ale styl. Więc mamy 1Q3E. Nie wiem, co to znaczy.
If you take your luggage into the foyer, I will join you as soon as I can.
Okej. Fajnie, że to właściwie robi się przezroczyste. Przynajmniej widać wszystko. Cyk.
Oh, you confounded machine. Ugh. What was that?
Explanation. Okej, mogę rzucać. No fajnie.
How entirely frustrating.
Żup! Nic nie zepsułem wcale. Rób! Wizard of Ozmil. A Ozmil to ja znam z tego.
Oh, good. That should be a safety release for the door up there somewhere. Now, where on earth did I put that? Wait a minute. Something isn't quite right here. Oh, no, 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 no! Ah!
O, jest.
happened. I'm not entirely sure where I am right now. The security uplink on my watch still seems to work, so I can see you and... Hello? You can hear me, right? Jump around a bit if you can. Ah! It seems as if I can still tap into the intercom system. Well, I most certainly can do better than this. Testing, 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 testing. Testing! There. Ha! Much better. Now, what in the world are you doing here? Were you supposed to be here today? No matter. Well, judging from the current underwhelming amount of light in this room, we're still on backup power. My head is killing me. It seems as though I now possess a rather large epidural hematoma.
Hello.
A bump on the head. Do me and yourself a favor and head to the front hall. There's a way to restart the power grid.
Mogę coś? Mogę.
Last I remember, I was in the new technology sector, and then... I don't know. I do think the failsafe was tripped accidentally. Unfortunately, the front door will remain in lockdown until you can restore the power.
Call of the Wild Minomal.
If you head over to my office over on the left, you should be able to restart the manor's power grid.
Create exponentials.
Throw that switch there. It should be the one.
Which one? This one?
Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order to lift the current lockdown. Just,
Okej, czyli tu mamy...
in the box with you. I wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not pleased.
You're not pleased. Okej, gra wydaje się być przyjemna. Hi, hi. Up.
I told you to pick up that glove. It's in the office.
Bonsy. Dobra, idę, typie. Już. Już idę, to wygląda jak fuck z daleka.
What you are holding is an early prototype of the interdimensional ship device, or IDS device for short. It's one piece of my latest invention that should come in handy. Get it? You know, because it's a glove. If you can access the generator at the back of each wing, we might be able to lift the lockdown on the rest of the house. It seems as if the breaker did unlock the blue wing. Well, I suppose you should start there first.
Where is the blue wing? Here?
There's something I must tell you. My latest invention has required me to make a few adjustments to the house since the last time you barged in. I mean, visited. Now, one of the topics that our family has been studying for several generations are rifts existing between various dimensions. I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts that it can be widened enough to travel through.
No dobra, to... Rozbijmy wszystkie wazy.
The glove controls the power source, which allows you to travel to whichever dimension has rifts in the area.
Really, to jest rękawica międzywymiarowa.
You won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions yet. Just be patient. This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating gruidae.
or a drinking bird, except it's far more advanced.
Słodki. Małego zepsuć? Zepsułem! Chodź.
Well, because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations in terms of dimension accessibility and the distance it can be from a receptacle in order to function.
Okej, mamy samo białe. Shifting perspective.
This is such an early experiment with dimensional shifting, so I decided to have it triggered remotely with the drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a dimensional shift. There's an IDS battery in the machine that will power the dimensions, which in this case is Fluffy Dimension. In addition to Fluffy being embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful because everything is 10 times lighter than normal.
Aha. Okej, to będzie ciekawe później.
Though that looks like a regular scale, it is in fact a portable kinetic mass to electricity converter. If you place a heavier object on it, it should generate enough power to open the door.
Okej, to dobre jest takie. To mi się podoba, to będzie fajne. To ta gra jest dobra, taki lepszy portal. Serio, taki lepszy portal.
There's that lovely bird again. Sometimes I call him Desmond.
Okej, Desmond.
Something to note. Since you're holding a version of the IDS device, you, in fact, are not you in an alternate dimension. Let me try that again. You remain constant, so no matter the dimension, your mass, shape, speed, and trying personality remain the same.
Aha.
You should throw that IDS battery into the receptacle mounted on the wall.
Okay.
That receptacle will distribute the power source around the room, allowing you to now use your IDS device to switch dimensions at your leisure.
Okej, czyli mogę teraz... Sam chcę zmieniać. To się przyda.
As I mentioned, dimensional rifts in the manor are magnified by the stabilizing energy from the IDS receptacle and batteries.
No fajnie, tylko nie mam za dużo nic do gadania tutaj.
This is what enables you to slip between dimensions when you're wearing the IDS glove. Ah, that's Dolly. Dynamic Object Linear Ligation Interface. To you, a cloning device. I like my house just so. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep everything consistent.
What? Yeah.
I'll need to tune that later.
Elo. Konekiem. Dawaj. Mogę? Czy mnie zablokowałeś przejście? Nie mogę z tym przejść.
These are my own particular hybrid beams of carbon dioxide and neodymium dope yttrium aluminum garnet lasers using an alternating ray configuration. Gives them an extra kick.
O, tak. Jak ten laser jeździ? A, góra dół po prostu. Taki portal w sumie to jest. Czyli ja mam se... To trochę zajmie. Aha, mogę jeszcze tak. Dawaj ten. Pyk. Ja mam tak po prostu tutaj zostawiać ten? To zajmie wieczność. Nie ma innego metody? Innego metody, wow. Mądrość. Dalej tylko tak paka. Elo, rzucaj. Lepiej rzuć mi graty. Mógłbyś? Rolis? No dobra, kanapy już nie produkuję. No to już trochę nie wiem, co teraz. Aha, no natychmiastowo zabija.
These are my own particular hybrid beams of carbon dioxide and neodymium dope yttrium aluminum garnet lasers using an alternating ray configuration. Gives them an extra kick.
Spoko koleś. Taki nerd. Mogę tam jakoś... Save. Dobra, więc mamy 3T. Elo. Przerwany się czuję. Więc... zgubiłem się, co mam robić? A, dobra, jestem wiedzą. Starczy rzucić save'em. Nie od save'em. Save'em, nie save'em. Bogu wie.
Unfortunately, the breaking of this glass is a necessary evil. Don't take that as permission to do it elsewhere.
Elo. Wiecie, jeszcze bardziej otworzę. Spróbuję tego nie rozwalić, ale czy dam radę? No nie wiem. Chyba się da. Da się. O, ten jest w innym kolorze. Czad. Udało mi się. Nie potłukłem. Jestem dobry. Po co mi taką szybę dałeś? Jestem dobry, nie potłukłem.
Oh, that creature there is an interdimensional kinetic entity, or type.
O! O! Nie widzę rozwiązania. A dobra, jestem. Nie widzę. Czuję czegoś innego. Nie jestem w stanie tutaj... Zaraz. Muszę być w stanie, ale jak mam to... Nie no, nie mogę. Z tego pomieszczenia nic nie wyniosę. Nie jestem w stanie, cholera. Co to jest? No nie widzę tego. Nie widzę tego. Idealnie przed drzwiami, nie? Why? Czy to się otwiera wtedy, kiedy... Możliwe. Nie widzę tego. Tu jest przełącznik. Ale... Cholera. Nie widzę tego. Uwaga. No nie widzę tego. Lol. Fotel. Nie wiem, pomyśl nad tym. A tymczasem dzięki za oglądanie. Pamiętajcie, że jeśli coś się skończyło, to coś mogę wystarczyć. Kocham was. Aj.